Hey everybody, Scott Fortunoff here, President of the Blank Quilting Corporation. Today I'm here to show you the January 2023 shipping collections, and we start out with Morning Mist number 7. So these are pigment white on whites. We make these in Pakistan. It just has like a light paste on it that stays probably for 5 to 10 washes. So we start out here with this kind of dotted floral, if you could see that, and then we have a nice scroll. Then we did the dragonflies. Those are always super popular. And then we did these triangles, and then we have little dots or snowflakes, and then we have snowflakes, so those are definitely dots, so nice snowflakes. Those usually sell very well. And then we have another dotted floral, which is more spread out. Here we have different sewing items. I see a thimble, a scissor, a pincushion, a thread, a hanger. Here we have little hearts and little birds. Here we have another scrolly vine sort of design. These are usually the most popular, the scrolly vines. Here we did little baby feet. Now we have the skulls, different sizes. Here we have a fun paisley, different size stars, spider webs, and we round it off with a pretty flower. So that is Morning Mist number 7 for the Blank Quilting Corporation. The next January shipping collection for the Blank Quilting Corporation is a 108 collection. This one is called Courtney, and this one is by Missy Carpenter. So let's check it out. It's 5 SKUs, are 108s. The majority of them are printed in Pakistan. So here we did this lovely flower with these fun birds. So this is the gray version. Then we have the light gray version. Then we move, which one here? Down here we have this fun green, really fun, different green. It's more turquoisey, blue-green, but really beautiful color. And then we have a yellow or cream. And then we finish it off with this coffee or kind of light brown color. So those are the 5 colors of Courtney 108 for the Blank Quilting Corporation January 2023 shipping. The next January 2023 shipping collection from the Blank Quilting Corporation is a 118 collection. These are going to be in 18-yard bolts. These, like our 108-inch wide quilt backs, are printed in Pakistan. So we're really excited about this. This is our first, finally, rolling out this first 118-inch. We do have these with several of our companies, but we're very excited. Something new. They sold very well, so I guess the people have spoken, and this will be something that we continue. So this one, the Allure, is done in 8 different colors. So we start down here with the black ground with some gray and white in there, and it's just a fun floral, viney scroll sort of situation. And then here, this is the white ground with some gray and a little bit of black in there. And then we did a rich red color ground. The bottom ground is a dark, rich red, maybe a burgundy, and then it gets into lighter shades of red. Here we did a brown ground with kind of creamy and coffee-colored leaves. And then here again we have another light one, more of a creamy coloration. I guess this is kind of the brown and cream version of this. Sorry. And then we have the purple version. And then we have a nice light blue ground with some darker shades of blue in there, and then a really rich green ground with different shades of green in the florals. So that is Allure 118 for the Blank Quilting Corporation. The next Blank Quilting January shipping collection is called Kokopelli Serenade, and this one is by Jonah James. So here we start out here with the 24-inch panel. You can see the cut lines are there, and then we have these different size blocks. I would say these are about 10 by 10 or 12 by 12. And then you have the larger block here. So we mix the parachutes in, hot air balloons, not the parachutes, sorry. We mix that in with the Kokopellis, so we have them all here. And then we have them down here playing music. And then here we have the selvage. What else would we have other than Kokopelli? And I guess Kokopelli is the plural of Kokopelli. So here we have the stripe, so it has all these other motifs that I'm going to show you shortly, but with the Kokopelli, the little lizard, and then those kind of native sort of prints and designs, and then more of the lizards there. So here we have the Kokopelli on the white ground playing some music. Here we have the frogs. Here we have a nice sun shape on blue. Down here we have more of those Kokopelli in the hot air balloons. Here's more the larger version of the Kokopelli playing music on the blue ground. And then here we kind of have some of the basics. So here you have the suns on the black. And then here's a white on white. If you could see it, I always like to angle it around. Some ways you could see it, some you can't. So it's a white on white with the Kokopelli. And then we finish it off with the lizard. So this is Kokopelli Serenade by Jonna James for Blank Quilting Corporation. The next blank January shipping collection is called Rural Fantasy, and this one is by Elizabeth Medley. So here, this is a panel, 24-inch panel. It has the cut lines here. So this whole idea was on cottage core, which is, I don't really know what it means, to be honest, but this is what they tell me it is. So all these like boots and teacups and bicycles and little flowers make up whatever it is about the cottage core. And then we have this nice floral around the edge. And then here you can see the selvage, which is watering cans. And then let's check out the supporting cast here. So we start out here. I call these offset blocks, but different size blocks that you could cut out or use them as a whole piece of cloth with a different motifs. Mushrooms are very popular. We got those bicycle again, the rain boots. And then moving on up here, we have this turquoise check background with the same sort of motifs, the books, the teacups, little houses, things of that nature. And then we go down here, we did a label print with all the motifs from this line in the various labels. So if you're making a lot of quilts, that's great. You could have a lot of labels and use those for when you send gifts and such. Here we have a butterfly print on a white ground. And then we have that same check on the brown color with the different motifs, teacups and teapots. And then down here we have the white ground with more of the gardening theme with the boots and the watering cans, some little plants and some little insects. And then down here we go more to the basic with the ferns, little plants. And then we have this pink ground with this fun little bird and some pink flowers. And then we finish it off with the bicycle print tossed with the little flowers in there. So that is Rural Fantasy by Elizabeth Medley for the Blank Quilting Corporation. Hi everybody, this is Scott Fortunoff, President of Studio E Fabrics. Today I'm going to show you our January 2023 shipping collections. And the first collection we start off with is a 108-inch wide quilt back. It's white on white. It's called Touch of White, and this is group number 4. We've had this for a while, so as you know, we have pigment whites. This is where they use this light paste on the white fabric, and it kind of stands out and is a little bit raised, so it makes for a nice texture and a nice, it makes your quilt more interesting. So here, this is the back. So we have this first one, which is small, viney a little flower. Here we have more elaborate flowers and vines. And then here we have a nice paisley, if you could see this. These are overlapping circles. And then we finish it off here with these kind of large medallion florals. Really neat if you could see that. So that is Touch of White, number 4. These are 108 wide quilt backs for Studio E Fabrics. The next January 2023 shipping collection is called Pen and Ink, and this is by Chelsea Design Works. This is a 118-inch quilt back. So like our 108-inch, these are printed in Pakistan. These are going to be 18-yard bolts. Again, we've had a lot of interest in the 118, so this will likely be an item that we introduce every year or so. So this line, Pen and Ink, has 8 different designs, and it's this really neat, plants, leaves sort of thing, some flowers in there too. So this one is the blue ground with the black. Here we have the gray ground with the black. This is black on black or gray with black. This is white with black. Here we have a very light cream ground with the tan, or almost an off-white with a tan. And then we have purple with black. This is white on white, which hopefully you could see. And then we finish it off with this fun kind of blue seafoamy color and the black as well. So that is the newest 118-inch from Studio E Fabrics called Pen and Ink. The next January shipping line for Studio E Fabrics is Data Point. This one's by Judy Gaudier, who's a great woman and a great find for us for Studio E. Let me start off just by showing you the selvage. It's really cool, lots of little techie sort of things here. So obviously this is a computer line, a techie line. World is making some serious advancements. So these are some cool blocks with all different motifs inside. These are probably about 10 by 10 or 12 by 12. I just want to point out here, we do have a cut line. So when we have the blocks, we do just have a cut line. When we have the panels, the line goes all the way across. And then in the background here, we have these circuit boards, which is very neat. And now let's dive into the line. So here we have the stripe. And again, if Marcus, since he's close up, wants to zoom in on the selvage, really cool there. So here we have just wires, motherboards, all different techie stuff. I am not the techie man, so I'm just going to stick it to English. Here's some coding in on black ground with different colors, very cool. Little clouds, which I'm sure have some meaning more than just clouds. And then the keyboards, the keys from the keyboard on your computer, and then the motherboard in the background. Here we have old school floppy disks. Remember those? And then we have techie kind of words, and I'm like looking at this and I don't know any of these words, which is kind of funny. If they're fabric words, it'd probably be a lot better. Here we have some wires and stuff, and plugs. Here's that motherboard again, black on gray, and then red on red. And again, the fabric feels really nice. And then here's another piece with like the back of your computer, the inside of your computer, and all that techie kind of stuff. So this is Data Point by Judy Gautier for Studio E. The next Studio E January shipping collection is Huggable and Lovable books. This is number 12. These are by Sandra Magsamen, and just as a reference, I just want to remind you, these are the books with appendages. This one has something coming out of the top. Sometimes we have feet coming out of the bottom, or a tail, or something coming out of the side. And here's another one just for an example. So we tried something new this year. So this one you get a lot of bang for your buck here, because you get 3 small books. So you have 1, 2, 3 books. And then you get a drawstring bag that you use this piece, and then here you have the drawstring. And then you also get a little toy as well, so you could make a little cat. So now this is the first of this kind. We'll probably have more of this. And now I'm going to show you the books that we're doing for this release. So again, let me just show over here, cute little selvage on all of these. And let me move you over here so you could get an idea. So this is the book. It's called Bedtime Bunny, and this one is going to have bunny ears. The bunny ears are right here, and then maybe you could just show all of it so they get an idea. All right. So the next one is I Love You Even When You're Crabby. Very cute. And you're going to get little crab claws over here and here. And then here's the rest of the book. And then, let's see. Next one. We have Your Extraordinary. Very cute. See a little chick and his little feathers coming out of the top, front and the back. And then here's the book. Ready? And then the next one. This one is called When I Grow Up, I Want to Be Me. Little butterfly in the front with the antenna coming out the top. You get that here. And then here's the rest of the book. Last one, I Dig You, very cute, and this one has a hat. So all of these have appendages on the top, and then let's check out the book here. So it's I Dig You, construction trucks, and things of that nature. So that is Huggable and Lovable 12 by Sandra Magsamen for Studio E Fabrics. The next January shipping collection for Henry Glass Fabrics is called Farm Babies, and it's by Beth Logan, who's been designing with us for a very long time. So we start off here with this 24-inch panel with this adorable little pig in the middle with a little chick on his head. And then we have some of these little smaller blocks with these adorable little animals here, and then a fun little bandana print in the background. And then we did these blocks, so I guess they're treating them as a panel because this does have a cut line on it. So these look maybe about 8 by 8 or around that. So again, a lot of these cute little characters in the blocks with the little checks on the outside. And then let's check the selvage, Marcus. Here we have these adorable little barns and chicks and little flowers. So let's check out the supporting cast. Let's start over here. Here we have the bunny rabbits on green, and this feels really nice. Same on yellow. Nice large sunflowers on blue. That bandana print that's in the background of the panel, which is actually gray. It's here in blue and in green. And then we have the check that's also in the edges of those blocks with the different animals. And then we have these fun little berries and small flowers on pink. Green ground with the really small animals, the barns, little flowers. And then over here we have a toss of all the different animals, some nice flowers, little butterflies, little berries. And then here we have the chicks on blue and the chicks on pink. So that is Farm Babies by Beth Logan for Henry Glass Fabrics. The The next January shipping collection from Henry Glass Fabrics is called Freshpicked Lemons, and this one is by Jane Shasky. So here, let's start off with the panels. So this is a 36-inch panel. As it says right here, these are for placemats. So these are fun. You get this six-sided placemat, which is cool. Selvage here, just as an FYI. Little lemons, cute. Some other little lemons floating around. All the instructions are right here, so easy breezy. And then here we have a regular 24-inch panel. And a lot of our panels these days, we've been adding the labels on them because we have the extra space, because you really don't necessarily need all this extra space. So this is kind of a little bit of an added bonus. And then we move on to the stripe over here, which has all the words, the lemons, the plaids, kind of ties it all in together. Probably almost everything in the line is in here in the background. Here we have just the white ground print with the words lemon, the lemons, the bees, and then the honeycomb shape in the background. And then we go to the rest of the group. So here we have a gray wood grain ground with the little lemons and some little lemon flowers. Here we have the little lemon flowers, if that's such a thing, or if I just made it up. Here we have the bumblebees on the yellow honeycomb. Here we have the very muted kind of gray lemons and lemon wedges, and then the lemon plants. There we go to the wood grain again with the lemon twist, lemon halves, lemon quarters, and then packed lemons, and then we finish it off with the basics with the honeycomb on yellow, and then this gray and white plaid. So that is Freshpicked Lemons by Jane Shasky for Henry Glass Fabrics. The next January shipping collection for Henry Glass Fabrics is the Fox Homestead. This is by Stacy West of Buttermilk Basin. And here we start out here. This is the lead for the pattern, and then most of the prints are small, kind of ditzy prints. There are a few bigger ones. But here we go here with these fun houses in the center, and then these little arrangements of little leaves and trees with the birds on them. And then here we have this vine right here and these little flying geese things. And then here we go to this house print. So this is a smaller version from the panel of those houses with those little branches with little flowers on them. And then here's a nice stripe that has all those motifs in them. And then we move on to what Stacy's more known for, is more of the coordinates, the small prints. So here we have the peacock feather on brown. We have it on cream. If you look up close here, we have the red and the light green version of this is like a little bird's nest with little bird's eggs in them, if you could get a close up there. And then we have this one, which is like little flower clusters and arranged in squares with little background dot prints. This is like an orangey rust color, and then this is cream. And then we go over here with these fun little blocks on this kind of just like a sketched background. We have it on the red and then the green. Then we have a small little snowflake dot here, really small, nothing to it. And then here we have just a ditzy, I don't know what else you would call this. It looks like little flowers in there. So we have it in red, green, and then on the cream. And then we go here, we have this small little flower on this background, little decorative background. We have it on the brown, the green, and then we have it on the cream. And then we finish it off with these leaves with little berries on them in 3 colorways. This is like a pinkish color. And then we have this gold color, and then we have this blue color or green color. So this is the Fox Homestead by Stacy West for Buttermilk Basin. Thank you. The next Henry Glass January shipping collection is called Froth and Bubble, and it's by Janet Nesbitt of One Sister Designs. Let's check it out here. So please note, I only have 20 of the 25 SKUs. They shorted me from the mill, so I'm just trying to give you a flavor of what this is. We won't be able to get it in time to get it on the video, so don't panic. So this first design is a mixed media design, and it comes in pink, slate, and red. So this would be the red, then we have the pink, and then we have the slate. And next up we have the Swirly Words Novelty with all these fun little sayings and little words. Life is mostly froth and bubble. So we have that in the green, the gold, and the pink. And just while we're here, Marcus, if you don't mind, check out the selvage, those kind of One Sister stars that she was known for. And then we have the stripy floral, and that one we have in brown, slate, and pink. And again, this fabric feels great. And then we have the Starflower Pots. This one is in pink, cheddar, and moss. Then we have the X Texture. We have it in green, rust, and blue. Really nice design. Really came out nice. And then next we have the Foulard on the blue, the green, and the red. And then we wind it down with the floral wreaths on the rich, rich dark green, and then on the gold. So that is Froth and Bubble from One Sister Designs. The next collection by, let me start a different way. The next January shipping collection for Henry Glass Fabrics is called Buttermilk Blenders. This is by Stacy West of Buttermilk Basin. So this is just a nice blender design. You could show it right here. And we have it in 20 different colors. So this works really nicely with her other stuff. So here's like a light lavender, a yellow, a dark green, a rust, creamy yellow, pink, blue, seafoam, a gold, a version of pink, a dark red, a dark green, a lighter green, an even lighter green, a navy blue, a creamy brown, a light cafe, black, a rich red, and another rich red that looks like the last one. So maybe we doubled up on that one. But that is the newest basic by Stacy West from Buttermilk Basin. It's called Buttermilk Blenders, and it's for Henry Glass Fabrics.